Peace, 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 family. My name is Michael Jordan, and I am the Sirius Alchemist. Welcome back to another Thursday night book review. Back with another one. And in tonight's book review, we got Power of Esoterics. Power of Esoterics by Vernon Howard. If you're not familiar with esoteric information, it's very, very powerful information. And so let me first fill you in on what esoteric and exoteric is. Esoteric means not public or common knowledge, right? While exoteric refers to knowledge or practices commonly taught or shared. So, for example, mystical, magical, or occult practices are typically described as esoteric, right? Like occult just means that which is hidden, right? So my heart would be an occult heart because it's hidden. You can't see it, right? So that's a simple explanation of occult and esoteric, right? And exoteric practices are typically described as everything taught in public school is exoteric, right? Everything that's taught to the masses is exoteric, and the very few learned men on the planet study esoteric knowledge. So hence the power of esoteric, the power of esoterics. And this information, esotericism is really, really powerful knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And if you start studying this esotericism, it's really, really going to change your life. Because this book right here, when I first grabbed it, I really couldn't grasp it. I was like, hey, why can I grasp this information? But I kept reading and it finally sunk in. I finally got it, Joe. So this book right here, The Power of Esoterics, is a powerful, powerful book. And I've given this book to so many people. I've given this book to at least 10 people. At least 10 people. When I find something good that works for me, I try to share it. So that's why I'm sharing this book right now tonight. And the book is by Vernon Howard, very profound author. So I'm going to read the back of this book, right? And share what he's saying in this book. And he says, since the dawn of time, a secret and invisible river has existed. It is constantly flowing, forever new and alive. It is the river of esoteric wisdom. It is as eager to make contact with you as you are eager to discover and release its health and spiritual vitality. To receive this wisdom, you must dig your own well. How? That's what this book is all about. Esoterics is for sincere men and women who want to know truth and reality firsthand for themselves. One thing is certain, when you contact this river, your inner life will bloom like springtime. Using allegory and parables, The Power of Esoterics is one of the most enjoyable and inspiring books you'll ever read. Each story is followed by several sentences that bring hidden and powerful connections to light. You'll feel yourself being lifted to a higher world as these healing principles do their good work. Protection that really works is invisible, not visible. Cosmic, not earthly. Individual, not social. Peaceful, not noisy. Innocent, not guilty. Your life belongs to you, not to the demands of others. And when you see this fully, their demands are powerless against you. So, and I'm going to read a little bit about the author, Vernon Howard. Vernon Howard is a modern teacher who broke through to another world. He once said he was an ordinary man who found the extraordinary. His books are widely recommended by doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, educators, and spiritual counselors. He cuts through the nonsense and brings readers face to face with the most powerful truths in the universe, expressed clearly and simply. And that's right, y'all, expressed clearly and simply. So, I'm going to go ahead, as I do, and read a little bit out of here. But I'm going to read to y'all what helped me. You know what I'm saying? What changed my life when I read it. And as I really pondered on it, and I didn't just ponder on it, I meditated on it, family. You know what I'm saying? I meditated on it for a while. I didn't just read it. I pondered on it and really thought about it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this first esoteric story. And it's not a long one, family. It's pretty short. And this one is called How Esoteric Truths Enrich Your Life, right? And it says, an Austrian castle near Vienna was once attacked by a barbarian army. We are completely surrounded, the king of the castle was told by his anxious advisors, and outnumbered 10-1, right? Appearing unworried, the king provided brief instruction for the castle's defense. He also assured his advisors there is no need for fear, the enemy cannot succeed. Not wishing to question the king's mysterious confidence, the advisors continued with their frantic plans of defense. 2 weeks passed. The advisors grew more apprehensive while the king appeared as calm as always, right? On the 15th morning, the enemy packed up and departed, leaving the castle as free as before. As the citizens rejoiced, the king summoned his advisors. They listened in astonishment as he explained. Many years ago, we dug a secret tunnel which ran from the castle to a high hill on the outside. Every morning, I walked through that underground passage to clearly see everything the enemy had planned for today. And then I gave you certain orders which thwarted their scheme. So you see, we were always safe, right? So here's a few passages that kind of get you started on your esoteric journey. It says how to start your esoteric exploration. And he adds questions after the story. So here's a couple of questions he adds after the story. A state of consciousness is our superior viewpoint from which we can detect and defeat attacks against our interior castle, right? Consciousness, awareness, simply means to see something clearly, completely, having no doubts as to what you see, right? Right? A new truth is like an unknown island, glimpsed with hesitation at first, but which becomes a rich possession when the desire for exploration is strong enough. The truth does not require our understanding at first, but invites us to have a love for understanding. Like now, that's really me, because I love to get an understanding, and that's a passage in the Bible. In all thy ways, get an understanding. I can't remember. I wish I could remember what verse that was. You know, I should look it up on my phone and get it real quick, but it says in the Bible, in all thy ways, get an understanding. And that's an esoteric truth, because I love getting understanding, because when I get to an understanding, I'm clear about things. I'm no longer confused. I have an understanding now. And the word understanding relates to the underworld, right? So we understand, understand, and overstand. But the true word is understand. It's understand for a reason, because it's connected to the underworld, right? So the truth does not require understanding at first, but invites us to have a love for understanding. Be encouraged toward additional self-knowledge by realizing that self-insight and self-victory are the very same thing. You hear that, family? Self-insight and self-victory are the very same thing. Fresh energy is gained simply by asking yourself, could there be another viewpoint than the one I presently hold? Because sometimes we can hold viewpoints that are just way off, family, that are just way messed up. Because we can, and it makes us to where we can't see the forest for the trees. You feel me? But when we have a clear understanding of what's happening, then we have a clear viewpoint, right? And then here's the last but not least. Begin immediately to apply these unique principles, for that guarantees immediate benefits. And some of y'all may not grasp that right now. And some of y'all may grasp it. I don't know. Everybody learns at different levels. But when you get this book and start to read and study, you see all the tabs I got in there. I've been reading the hell out of this book. And this book changed me. It helped me start to see that I was the problem, and the way I was thinking was the problem. Once I changed my thinking, you ever heard the saying, if you don't like something, change the way you think about it. So sometimes our thinking be damaged. Sometimes our thinking is emotional. Sometimes it's not clear and concise. We got to have clear, concise thinking these days if we are to progress in this world. So this book helps. This book will help. And I got another book that I gave to people, The Power of the Supermind, by the same author, Vernon Howard. Over 8 million grateful readers, over 8 million copies sold. Excellent book. And I'm going to read the back of it. It says, in this book, did you know that a remarkable part of you exists that is above and beyond conditioned human thought? It has no pain, no fear, no painful cravings, no doubts. It knows everything needed to be known for a successful and happy life. It is your supermind. And now this step-by-step guide shows you how to get in touch with this part of yourself and tap into its power to end defeat and failure and find natural freedom and happiness. You discover how to use your supermind to think more clearly and solve problems quickly, end hidden pain, sorrow, and stress, improve relationship with friends, family, and associates, which I have done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful that I got a chance to read this book and apply these things to my life, because it helped me to improve relationships with friends, family, and associates. And it helps you to use new and refreshing solutions to end difficulties, answer baffling questions about your purpose here on earth, free yourself of pressure, and live serenely. Win inner riches from a cosmic change of self, family. That's what we all need. I mean, we all could use that in our lives. You tell the truth. Power of the Supermind, family. Vernon Howard is an excellent book. And there's a piece in here I want to read. Let me see. It says, how to end any nightmare in life. I'll start with this. I wanted to go to another one, but because there's another one that was really good that I really wanted to read, and I probably should go with that one, because that one really got me to see a lot. Let's see, where is it? I think I got it marked. I just want to step into see. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Let me see here. Just hold on with me for a quick second, Sam. I want to find this. Okay. We're going to go with this. It's a little warm in here, fam. You see I'm sweating a little bit, but we're going to get through this. Okay, it says, cosmic power is always with you. What about grief caused by the foolishness of someone close to us? Whenever a person behaves foolishly, it is useless to ask him or her why or he or she did it. He or she doesn't know why he or she did it. If he or she did, he wouldn't have done it. He or she is asleep. He or she cannot see his enslavement to compulsive drives and destructive obsessions and behaviors. While slumbering in unawareness, he will mechanically repeat his foolishness, though with new variations. Nothing can prevent this except his own effort to snap the spell. You feel me? No matter what we do, right? Listen, I was watching this interview with Joey Badass. It's a rapper, right? Very intelligent rapper. But he was saying that he had these flowers. He likes plants. And he had this flower that unfolds real beautiful when it unfolds. It has a beautiful, elegant shape to it when it unfolds. But it was curled up, and he tried to unfold it himself, so he can see the beauty. And when he did that, next time he looked at it, it died. So sometimes, family, when we try to do things ourselves, we kill it. So we have to let things unfold in their own time. Even people. We try to make people be the way we want them to be, like our kids. We want them to do this. We want to do that. We want to be this way. But it's not really about us. They're not our children. They came through us, but we don't own them. We don't own our children. They come through us, but we don't own them. We're only here to guide them. And that's it. By example, not beat them into something. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me finish where I have. So it says, he is asleep. He cannot see his enslavement to compulsive drives and destructive obsessions and behavior. While slumbering in awareness, he will mechanically repeat his foolishness, though with new variations. Nothing can prevent this except his own effort to snap the spell. So once and for all, we must cease to expect good behavior from those whose psychic darkness makes it impossible. Do not expect anyone to behave better than he is able. That's powerful in itself, family. Listen. Do not expect anyone to behave better than he is able, because everyone can only do the best that they can do. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all they can do. Sometimes we expect too much of other people. If we expect too much of others, we deserve the pain of a letdown. You feel me? Do not expect anyone to behave better than he is able. Do not think that with a little effort he could be nicer. He cannot. He is compelled to act out the nature of his present psychic structure, right? If he would work with his supermind to uplift his insight, behavior would change. But for the present, he must act as he is, just as a child of 5 expresses his immature age. So trying to change someone, trying to lead them to light and lead, you can't do it. They have to lead themselves to that. That's not your job. That's their job. They got a higher self just like I got a higher self. So a lot of times we get caught up thinking because we have knowledge that we got the right way, and we don't, because their knowledge or their stuff will unfold in their own time. Their time is not our time. And our time is not God's time. The creator of all, the most high God, the one God, the God one. You feel me? So if we will work with the supermind to uplift his insight, behavior would change. But for the present, he must act as he is, just as a child of 5 expresses his immature age. A reminder, this is what supermind teachings are all about. With absolute clearness, we want to see a difference between our present self and the way we used to be. Don't let errors in the outer world turn themselves into accidents in your inner world. Set up a psychic wall between them. Here's what this means. Suppose you make an error in driving your automobile, which almost results in a collision. Do not fall into emotional panic, getting angry, upset, or nervous. Clearly analyze what happened. Perhaps your awareness of traffic was blurred by daydreaming. Your refusal to let an outer error make you inwardly negative maintains self-command and makes you a better driver. Following are gems of cosmic understanding wrapped in a brief conversation. I had the following in one of my lectures, right? Question. In your own work with people, what do you find to be their greatest barrier in finding newness? One major task is to get man to see that he does not know what he imagines he knows. So it's essential that he observes his self-deceptions and vanities. He can find newness by consistently sacrificing the pseudo pleasures of vanity to the true pleasures of being a real person. Right? So that means we got to start shedding these masks we be wearing every day. Shedding these masks so we get to the real being that's underneath. Like an onion. You got to peel them layers till you get to that real being underneath. Right? So, why am I so inconsistent in my efforts at self-discovery? This is a question to the author of the book. And he says, for one thing, because you merely seek relief from your pain rather than total healing. The pain drives you to the doctor, but when it passes, you carelessly forget that it must attack again. Consistency comes when you get tired of the pain, when you finally discover that you are both your own pain and doctor. You hear that? You are both your own pain and doctor. You can stay home and heal yourself. And that's what we've been doing for centuries, family. We've been healing ourselves for centuries. We never went to no doctors. You are your own best doctor. People catch cancer because of the way they think. Thoughts become cancerous and then become dis-eases in the body. Makes the body at a dis-ease. Our thoughts. So be careful with the way you think, family, and get books like this and start reading them because they can help you straighten out your thinking if your thinking is not clear. You know what I'm saying? Because mine was very unclear until I started grasping these esoteric knowledge, right? So do you wish to understand all this and so make the crooked places straight? You can. Just as the power of the entire ocean is behind a single wave, so is the whole cosmic force of the universe in back of your intention to win. Family, you got a whole universe inside you. That's what you is, your own universe. It's you. You're God having a human experience, right? God can't experience this unless he got the 5 senses. You are God, so you must know that. So family, I just want to share these 2 books, Power of the Supermind, Vernon Howard, The Power of Esoterics. You get these books, family, start studying them, I will guarantee you it will change your life. I will guarantee you. Get these books, start studying them, seeing what's inside them, and start trying to wrap your mind around the concepts and applying them to your life. It'll change your life, family. And there's no doubt in that. So my name is Michael Jordan. I am the Sirius Alchemist. If you would like a reading from me, I'm going to leave my email down in the description box. Hit me up in my email. Or if you would like some of my herb packs, hit me up in my email in the description box. Also, check my brother out, Melanated Roots, doing good work over there. Brother Tommy, doing great work over there. Melanated Roots. Again, my name is Michael Jordan. I'm the Sirius Alchemist. See you in the next video. Peace.